All right, welcome, and we're gonna start with our Pelin. So everybody that got the Pelin kit, you have pretty much everything you need to make this infused wine. And Pelin means wormwood in Bulgaria, which that's what the wine is named after. It gives the wine its refreshing kind of bitter taste. And don't worry, I didn't put too much in the kit, so you're not gonna hallucinate or do anything bad. If you do, it's not my fault. That probably has nothing to do with the wormwood and maybe with the amount of Pelin wine you drank. But we have some fresh citrus that we're gonna infuse into the carafe, and this will add like a nice sweetness to it, a nice acidity, and kind of bring more of like that sangria flavor. You can also substitute the different fruits for dried fruit teas. They sell them at a lot of the holistic medicine stores. Every single thing that I have here, I found at Whole Foods or through Amazon. Some of them are herbs that are variables or you can substitute them for the more traditional kinds that are a little bit more difficult to find. But in the loose leaf, I have some basil leaf, some raspberry leaf tea, and then another one that I'll show you the ingredients list. It has its scientific name, which I can't pronounce, but it's also a very important part of the tea. And you can find all of these. I found all of those on Amazon, the loose leaves. You have lemon balm. Lemon balm is really nice calming tea. And then you have St. John's wort, and then a nice wild sweet orange, which will add such a nice juicy flavor to it. And then one that's also really beneficial is valerian root. So all of these kind of combination of teas, they're all calming. They're all really nice teas to drink if you're feeling anxious or want to be a little bit more chilled out. And then you combine that with the wine and you combine that with the wormwood, and you can kind of see where all of this is going. It just gives you kind of like a more relaxed feeling. And then I have organic elderberry syrup. Elderberry is used for to boost the immune system, but it also has an amazing flavor and sweetness to it. And we're going to infuse all of that into the wine. So I have one of these, which I've put all of the teas inside to steep, and the amount of water you use is enough to make like a cup of tea. So maybe like 7 ounces a cup, and the less water you use, the more of a concentrated flavor you're gonna get, and the more wine you'll be able to add to it. And if you add a little bit more water, you kind of get a little bit more of like a mellow flavor for the Pelin. So I've been steeping this in the hot water for about 10 minutes. You can steep it for longer to release more of the flavors, or even overnight. But I think for now, we're just gonna do it like this. And all of this that we're doing right now is a fast and easy infusion to achieve like as close to Pelin as possible. A lot of these herbs, if you're making Pelin wine in Bulgaria, you introduce them into like the fermentation process, and the infusion is a part of the whole winemaking process as well. So I have my citrus, and you can infuse this into the carafe, or you can also use it as garnish as well. So it kind of has that sangria effect. So with the Pelin, you're getting kind of these like sangria, a pure tea, fernet sort of flavors. A lot of that's coming from the wormwood as well. It has a really unique bitter flavor to it. And we just like squeeze them in. And I probably use about half of an orange and like half of a lemon. And then the rest you can use as a garnish for when you're serving it, or just to enjoy in general. Okay. And then I just like to pour all of my elderberry syrup inside. And then if you're getting the wormwood, one serving of this is about 14 to 56 drops. So it's about a whole like ampule. And in the kit, I put about 2 of these. And you can see the dark color, and it actually smells like a fernet. And we have our tea infusion. And give everything a nice mix. And we just add our wine. And I like the Pelin to be chilled, and I think usually it's supposed to be more of a chilled wine. And it definitely gives it a really, really nice flavor. And definitely good that we're making this now, because this will be perfect to enjoy with the Baniza while you're making it. And the flavors, the bitter, refreshing taste of this will help kind of complement the richness of the Baniza as well. So adding a nice flavor to this Euro brunch. All right, I think we're back. If you guys can give me a shout and say hi. Facebook is like trying to kick us off, or I don't know. It's just, I think it's just too much excitement for it for right now. Okay, awesome. I think you can all see me. Great, 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 great. So I'll let people kind of catch up a little bit and get back on. I also want to say again, Secret Burger, my friend Jolene, she's incredible, and she's the one who's been kind of making these classes easy to access and easy to buy and book. And now we're opening up other experiences that you can go and pre-order online. So one thing about here, so next Friday, Triple D Takeout is airing. So I've created like a week-long party menu starting Wednesday, and it's kind of just meant for everyone to kind of, like you're coming to Forte to celebrate, but at home or with friends, whatever. And for Friday, we created a menu that has all of Guy's favorite dishes. So we're gonna do a live watch party. So when you order the menu, it's like you're eating everything that Guy really likes, and we all get to watch the airing of Triple D Takeout. Also, thank you to Event Capture, because these guys are amazing, and they've been helping make these live casts really possible and in such a great way. And you guys can see what we're making all at the same time. So big thanks to them. I think we're back. Awesome. Cool. Okay. So for anyone who missed it, we made the Pelin. How's everyone's Pelin tasting? Mine's a little softer. I didn't make it as concentrated as I probably needed to, but if you guys do like the 8 ounces, like the tea, then it'll be perfect. Oh, someone can hear it. Okay, Karen, you can hear me. Adriana can hear me. Great. Okay, so we're just gonna get through this. So I think so Facebook doesn't crash again. But cheers to everyone. You made it this far. Let's keep going, because this dish is really amazing. All right. So I have my melted butter. And get all this computer stuff out of the way. I have my feta cheese, 2 eggs. Optional if you have some baking soda. That'll help make the Baniza a lot fluffier. I have my yogurt, and I really am excited to feature this yogurt because it's from Tremona. This is an East Coast brand. It's created by a Bulgarian owner. His name is Atanas Valev, and it is very, very traditional Bulgarian style yogurt. And I think adding it today to this dish will really make it special. And then we're also going to make a yogurt drink with this that goes along with the Baniza. So I included this little pan, and this is what we're going to be making our Baniza in. I like to start by taking some butter. If you have a brush, you can use your fingers or a spoon. The brush is easier for me, but we're just going to coat the whole pan. And thank you guys so much for sticking through this. You're very patient, and we made it this far. Let's see. There's someone. Okay, great. Awesome. Everyone's sticking together. Yeah, the White House is taking over my streaming. Anyway, perfect. So we're going to get our pan buttered. And then next we have our dough. So we're just going to take it out of the package. Okay. And then we need our mixing bowl. So I start with crumbling the feta cheese. We're just going to do that in our bowl. We just want to get it as fine pieces as possible. Yeah, we're going to keep recording and then we'll post it up later for whoever missed it. But thank you guys for sticking through. So we have our crumbled feta cheese. Let me get off my hands. And then we're going to take our 2 eggs and break them in. Okay. Perfect. And then we are going to use our spoon. Mommy, can you hand me a spoon? Yes. Thank you. Hi, Joanna. Hey, Milea and Saraya. I hope I'm pronouncing your names correctly. We shipped a couple kits, one to Austin and one to Orange County. A couple of my girlfriends in California also, Jocelyn, Samira, Lena, a good friend of mine, Ortal in Santa Monica, and one of my really great friends, Lucy, in Ashland, Oregon. So very, very exciting. Okay, so we're gonna mix our egg together with the butter, or with the cheese, I'm sorry, with the feta cheese. And have it so it's all evenly distributed. We're gonna put that to the side. And then we're gonna take our little bowl and we're gonna do about, I'd say about like 2-3 tablespoons of yogurt. And it's a little tiny spoon, so that's about 3 tablespoons of yogurt. And then I'm going to do about 2 pinches of the baking soda. So once this all mixes together, it's gonna get really bubbly, and that's gonna make the Baniza really fluffy and decadent. See. Hey, shout out Atanas Valev just joined in. We're using his yogurt. If you guys can all give him a what's up, that would be awesome. And if you'd like to, Atanas, if you'd like to post your website and all the information about you so people can revisit, there's a store here in Vegas that sells his yogurt. He's in a bunch of Whole Foods. And of course, you could probably buy it from me as well. But you can see how this is already like gotten to like a really fluffy sort of texture. Okay. So then we take our yogurt and we mix it in with our egg and our cheese. And like I said, the baking soda is optional. Some people like to put club soda in it, so you can play around with this dish as well. And then we just mix all of that together. until we have this really nice mixture. Okay. Put that to the side. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get our pan ready. Move all this out of the way. Drink my medicine. Lisbeth, for the sparkling water, you can just put like a couple tablespoons, measure that out, maybe like half an ounce or so, because you just want it to hit the yogurt and kind of start bubbling a little bit, and that'll just make it really, really fluffy. You don't have to put it again. It'll just make it a little bit more crunchier, less dense. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to get my phyllo dough unwrapped. So to add a little extra, I didn't want to measure the phyllo dough exactly for this dish because I didn't want to dry it out. Phyllo dough, if you haven't worked with it, it's pretty delicate, so it could just kind of fall apart. So just be patient, and you can do this a little bit slower, and I'll lead you how to do it so you're more successful with it, I guess. And with the extra phyllo dough, you can use it for making pastries or making like little mini banizas. You can make like little savory or sweet cigar rolls. But we're just going to unfold our dough to make it into these flat sheets. So Allie, what we mixed with the feta cheese were 2 eggs and some yogurt with some baking soda. And yes, if you haven't done so already, preheat your oven to 420 degrees. Okay, great. So let me rearrange myself here. We have our butter. Butter is one of the most important parts of this because the butter will add the crispiness, similar to like creating croissants. You want butter everywhere or it's not going to have the same texture. So we're going to use all of our butter today. And what I'm going to do is I am going to pour maybe 80% of the butter mixture into our egg, feta, and yogurt, because we want just a little bit of butter left to brush the dough with. So that's the final one. We're going to mix it in. Okay, I think we're good to go. What we're going to do is very carefully take 2 sheets. Okay, you're going to take the top 2 sheets and just prep them because we're going to start there. Okay? And what we do is we're gonna very nicely, liberally butter the whole sheet. And again, just working kind of carefully because they can break on you. So I have my buttered sheets. Next, with the mix, we're gonna want to layer this, but very sparingly, kind of splattered all over the place. Yogurt, maybe like half a cup of yogurt, a couple tablespoons, like 3-4 tablespoons. And then we're just going to very sparingly kind of dabble it. Doesn't have to be perfect, you just kind of want it dispersed all over because we're going to roll these together and it'll kind of all come together in the end. And then we take our 2, and then we're just going to start rolling them like cigars. And just very carefully, and don't worry if you have a little breakage or anything, it's okay. And sometimes, like in the middle, just a little butter. And we're making our first roll. So I'm some butter on it. One of the staples of our kitchen is butter. So now we have it, we have our pan. What we're gonna do is with our first one, we're gonna take it and just carefully form it into a spiral in the middle. So that's your first step. Did everybody get that? I think we got that step. And then we're gonna do that again. So we're gonna take, again, if you wanna separate them so it's easier for you to manage and lead, we're gonna separate our two sheets. And we're gonna start brushing the whole thing with some butter. And again, repeating the same kind of principle. And we're gonna probably do this another maybe 3 times, 3-4 times. But you don't want too much filling because you don't want it to be overly fluffy and rich and dense. You still want it to be crispy and kind of flaky as well. Put some over here on the end. And when you're rolling it, every single roll is getting the mixture. So it's an even distribution of the pastry and the butter and the egg, and it's all just kind of coming together. And this, again, this is a great dish. You can do it the same with some spinach inside, with some other, you can make a sweet version of it. And then so we have our next roll, and we just work. You can start where the other one ends, or kind of just overlap it. And then we have our next layer. So you see it's already kind of coming into the shape. And this is a very, very easy version. You can do another one lengthwise and roll it all around like a spiral. You can do this dish in a flat pan, so it's more like a cake or a casserole. There's so many different ways to enjoy this. Oh, Jennifer, yeah, so I will show you again. I guess the 2 sheets broke. I hope everyone can see me. So the mixture again is feta cheese, yogurt, a little bit of baking soda, and egg. I hope I said that. Yes. You go 2 sheets thick at a time. And you want equal distribution of the mixture on the sheets. And Artal, the butter needs to be melted. The butter needs to be completely melted so that you can brush it on the phyllo dough, and then you can add it to your mixture as well. So the whatever was in the kit, I'm just going to assume you don't have a kit. So for this one, we have 1 roll of the phyllo dough. We have 2 eggs, about 1/4 pound of feta cheese, 3/4 tablespoons of yogurt, and a pinch of baking soda. Okay. All right, we're gonna continue. I hope everybody's like kind of in this sort of direction over here. So I'm gonna continue on to the next one. So John, I would suggest 3 to 4 cups of wine per Baniza. I'm surprised. I'm actually just on my first glass of wine, so that's That's a record. But I did have champagne earlier with my Baniza that I already made and almost went into a food coma. So I hope everybody is catching up. And I hope Facebook doesn't keep freezing like this. If it's not a good option moving forward, then I'll find another way to keep doing these that will be more personal and not as glitchy. I guess a lot of people are doing stuff on Sundays. What's up, Gino? What's up, Jason? And this is such an awesome dish. You can do this for different holidays, for like potlucks, for gifts, because now it's taking a lot of time, but honestly, you can make this in less than 10 minutes preparation and then another 20 minutes in the oven. You can even make it ahead of time and freeze them just to make for a future date. Thanks, Gino. I'm glad you are enjoying my strokes. Okay, so we got probably about 2 more of these to go. And you just want to kind of close the last gaps that you've made. Okay, so you can see everything's and then maybe just 1 more over here, and then we'll be ready to bake the Baniza. And for the leftover ones, you can just roll them up in the paper. Just make sure you seal them tight so that they don't dry out, because they're a little bit touchy. These ones, I'm just going to flip them over. If this freezes, you put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. Just watch it. It's supposed to be very crispy and brown, and then the way to test it, like other baked goods, you just put a toothpick in. If it slides right out, then you're good to go. Hey, Jimmy, miss you too. Hopefully we'll all be able to get together again soon. It was really nice seeing a lot of people yesterday. That always makes my day. Saturdays are my favorites. And I think we're going to do this one. And we're going to do just 1 more. Because we just kind of want to fill up the whole pan and use up as many of the ingredients as possible and keep it nice and juicy. And we still got a little bit of everything left. So all in all, it should be perfect, and you should just have a little bit of the egg and cheese mix. Okay. Great. I'm just going to flip this in. And here we have the nice, wonderful spiral shape. And then what I like to do is I like to take whatever's left of this butter And just coat the parts that are a little bit drier. And then when we started, the center part has the most texture and richness because it's tighter wound together. So what I like to do is, and that's personal preference, if you want it to be crispier and flakier, then leave it how it is. If you want it to be a little bit more decadent and fluffy and rich, then we're gonna add the mixture. I like it to be a little bit more decadent, so I'm gonna mix it in, and I'll show you how. So we got the butter, and we're just gonna kind of fill the little gaps over here. There's nothing, no rhyme or reason to it. If you have anything left over, you can put it on the remainder of the phyllo. And just how we did the cigar rolls, you can put those straight on a pan with some butter and bake them, and they'll be great too. Makes a really, really fun snack. Okay. So we're gonna put this in the oven for 20 minutes on 420 degrees. And this is good. I guess it's good that it glitched up because I don't know how if everybody's feed is still going or how far along we are, but hopefully everybody is caught up. And like I said, you just want to make sure that you wrap your phyllo dough really tight and put it away. Okay. And you can buy really good phyllo dough almost anywhere. They have them at all the big supermarkets, some of the ethnic stores. All these ingredients are super easy to access. I'm happy to build it again for you if you like as well, with more detailed instructions. I think for the next one we'll put more instructions out there so people can catch in. Yeah, 20 minutes in the oven and you should be good. And like I said, it's good if you take a toothpick and just dip it inside, and then if it comes out easily, then it'll be done. And Stacy, yes, you want to fill the pan all the way. So you keep making those cigar rolls, and just the first one in the middle is like the spiral, and then you just keep building around it. Oh, awesome. Yeah, Stacy's doing the clay pot and the Baniza. So this is truly a Euro brunch today, having all the goodies. Okay, so leftover yogurt. This is what I was talking about. A lot of you know or have had kefir or like different yogurt drinks. I grew up drinking that. It has a lot of probiotics. This one especially is really great. And I'll send you guys the information on it, and even checking out Tremona's website and the link that the gentleman that owns this. So L. bulgaricus is a main ingredient in all yogurt. So it's a bacteria that is found in Bulgaria, or yogurt culture that's found in Bulgaria, and it is one of the main ingredients for it. Martin, yeah, we're making Ayran. Ayran is very good. It's a probiotic drink, kefir, similar to that. I really like it because it's very refreshing, and you can make it as simple as just putting a little salt in it. If you have any fresh fruit jams, I know Samantha, or as everyone calls this young, lovely woman, Gemini, she makes some amazing jams. But what we are going to do is you take a carafe or a cup, and we're going to put a couple spoons of the yogurt. And then you can do salt to taste. I like it a little bit on the saltier side. It goes really great with the Baniza. Really complements the flavor. Like the butter, it kind of softens the buttery and like richness of the flavors too. Oh, awesome. Hi, Krasi. Wonderful. And then we're just gonna maybe like a third of yogurt and then the rest with some water. A lot of the times you can make it straight in the container as well. But this is a really nice savory drink. And it's so simple, but I felt like everything kind of goes together, so you should probably see how to utilize all these different things. And then the yogurt, once the baniza is done, that's going to be served on the side as like a condiment to dip it in as well. And I have some ice here. Great. Yeah, Carrie, this was water. These are just the carafes we use for the water, I promise. It's not vodka. So Jolene, for the Ayran, I would probably put like half a cup of yogurt to like a cup of water, right? That's good. If you want to put a little bit more yogurt or a little bit more water, just depends. But to get like the flavor, you want like 1 part to 2 parts water. So for the Ayran, it's just the yogurt. So a third of yogurt to 1 part to 2. So 1 part yogurt to 2 servings of water. Yeah, I think it's glitching. I think it keeps glitching. So I apologize, guys. Hopefully for the next one we'll do it on a different platform and figure this out. But so if you want to give that a try. And it's great. I think it's a super refreshing drink. And then you can add salt to it if you want a little bit saltier, or different jams or flavors, fruits as well. Put it in smoothies. It's a great addition to smoothies. And it goes great with Mystica. Yes, and Kelly, the Baniza will be in for 20 minutes. And the Baniza is great because it's a great leftover dish as well. I know for a lot of people it's a big holiday tomorrow, so this is a very nice dish for the up-and-coming holiday on April 20th, 2020. We're starting celebrations early. Oh yeah, or tall. Putting Dan to work. Oh yeah. I'll type the answers in the oven for 20. Oh, I love you, Emil. I love you too. When the Baniza is done, can I sprinkle? Heck yeah, you can sprinkle the Forte seasoning. Absolutely. Leanne, you know what to do. Did anybody make the Ayran? All right, we went to go check on it. Ooh, saffron. Carrie said that she added some saffron. That sounds like it would be awesome. Emil, how's the Baniza going? We have a lot of Bulgarians on here, so I hope this turns out well, because it's a lot of pressure, and I think my dad's probably watching, and my grandmother's watching, my mom's watching. I made one earlier, it turned out amazing, so hopefully this one does too. And cheers to you, Kathleen. Cheers to all you guys. Cheers to you following every week, and I really appreciate all the support and you guys sticking around and creating these fun recipes together. Ooh, Elaine, yeah, the cinnamon is good. You can also put honey. How far are we? 10 minutes? Yeah, we got another 10 minutes to go. Has everybody put their... Mama, Jolene's asking where you are. Jolene's asking where you are. Oh, she's cooking. She's in the kitchen. She's busy. But Mimi says hi. Oh, Lucy's in the house. Hi, Audrey. Happy belated birthday. Oh, and I'm excited. I'm excited for next week. I think maybe because we have some time, I'll announce it. Yes, John. Raspberry and honey is great. But yeah, you can see how like the sour kind of texture of it goes well with a lot of things. I really like it in smoothies as well. Kim says hi. Kim. My mom says hi. Also, today is Greek Orthodox Easter. Can I show them the eggs you made? So my mom made these beautiful eggs, and she drew the Forte bowl. And it's tradition. So you make these on Thursday? Yeah, you make the colored eggs on Thursday, and then everyone picks an egg that's going to be the strongest egg, and you have like an egg battle, and whoever wins the egg battle keeps the egg. So if you lose in the battle, you got to eat the egg. But if you win, then you keep it, and it's symbolic of like health and prosperity. Yeah. Can we do one? You want to do one? This is stupid. Come on. We still have a little time. We're gonna do it. Okay. So I'm gonna show you how it goes. So, which one are you gonna pick?
What am I?
Say hi, Mary.
Hi. What am I?
Pick an egg. Okay. I'm gonna pick this one. Okay. So we're gonna play the egg game. Oh, up, higher. Okay. So I'm gonna hit you. You can't hold it like that.
I'll hit you.
You can't. No, you can't. No. You can't hold my hand.
No, just...
You can't hold my hand. Dang it. Okay.
Go the other way.
No, I have to hit you now. You have to hold it here. I can't hit it like that. I'm gonna hit your arm. Okay. Yes.
Okay, one more time.
And I won. I won, right? I won.
No.
Yes. Look, mine didn't break. Oh my God. So I won. I broke half of it, but the other one was victorious. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this later. Anyway. And I think we're, thank you. I think we're getting close. You're bordered? Okay. How's everybody doing with the Baniza? Yeah, we're getting close. Okay, so I'll talk about next week's cooking class will be the stuffed peppers, which I'm very excited about. I think we're gonna do an option of having two different kinds. So if you're vegetarian, we can do a vegetarian kit. If you can eat meat, we're gonna do the traditional ones that we do here at the restaurant that are super popular. They're the mini stuffed sweet peppers, and they have a nice yogurt and dill sauce. It's a great recipe to learn, especially like if you're doing parties or even like a couple weeks following that, it's Mother's Day. Nice dish to do if you guys are having a get together, at your house and everything. Oh, awesome, Joanna. Yeah, a lot of the Eastern European cultures, so Armenian, Greek, Russian, Serbian, Bulgarian. I don't know if it's very common sort of tradition here as well, but I grew up here and I don't know, I guess I never really paid attention to it. And Carrie, yeah, this pastry, if you keep it in the fridge, it'll last a good couple of days. Also, you can freeze it and rebake it. The next day, if you want, you can just pop it on if you have like a grill or a skillet or in the oven, it'll get nice and crispy. So yeah. Oh yeah. And Jolene, thank you for reminding me. So again, I'm gonna touch on next week. We're starting Feast Week on Wednesday. So Wednesday, we have Wine Wednesday, and we're calling it Bottles and Boards. So you can get a charcuterie board with a bottle of wine for $30, a cheese board with a bottle of wine for $30, all like 5 or 6 selection of really nice things. And they come with toasts and jams and different dips, like a really good size, about 2 to 4 people. It's all prepared. It's not a kit, which I'll put on I don't want to have any confusion with that. Someone brought that up to me today. So that's on Wednesday. And then you get 10% off of all of our wines. And then for Thursday, we're doing a deli Thursday. So if you don't know this, before I opened Forte, my parents had a deli on Industrial right behind the Mirage called Evropa Deli. And we did really nice gourmet sandwiches and closed a little bit before Forte came into fruition. But I'm going to do a really neat, like a caviar and smoked salmon sandwich, a couple different types of cured meat sandwiches, Spanish style, and then a bunch of special sides. You can get caviar as well. And then for Friday, we're doing Fieri Friday. So again, it's all of Guy's favorite dishes. It feeds up to 2 to 4 people, and it's all pre-cooked, and it's meant to be a party pack. So you can come pick up your meal, or you can get it delivered to you, and it's going to be a part of the watch party that we're doing for the airing of Triple D Takeover or Takeout. And then Saturday, it's Spanish Saturday. So we're doing fresh paella, different tapas, sangria. So you can buy that whole meal through Secret Burger as well. So if you visit secretburger.com, you can go straight to Forte. We have a page where you can see each individual day and then the kit that's going to be posted. And it'll be great kind of to plan your week ahead. And it's meant to be kind of like a party, kind of like you're coming to Forte to hang out and enjoy this special airing on Friday. And we got some great guys that are also in there. So hi to everybody. I'm really excited. Yeah, it's a very decadent dish. I made one this morning and I ate half of it because I was really hungry, but it's very, very rich. Done? Okay. But does it look flaky or anything? I don't know. Huh? I think we're getting close. Yes, and the Triple D Takeout, it's going to air on Food Network on Friday, April 24th. And I think the time depends on your local network provider. Just depends who's going to be broadcasting it. Anything else new and exciting in people's worlds? And there it is. So set your DVRs. You can go to Forte's, if you're on Instagram, go to Forte Tapas page or Secret Burger, and you can see all of the different days, how we're going to build those out, and then also get your kit. So those are all up right now if you want to book them. And then the kit will post a little bit later today or tomorrow. No, and we're doing a kit. So it's Feast Week, which is going to be all fully prepared meals. And then the kit. So, oh yeah, that's good. That's great. Thank you. Oh, can I have this one? Okay. Thank you, Ariana. I'm glad it was simple. I'm sorry again for the glitches. Maybe I hope it doesn't happen this way next week, but if it does, I'll try to have a backup plan, so. And Leanne, I mean, whatever you want. It's really hot. You can let it rest. You can see, look how pretty that is. And everything, it's still kind of like a pie. And you have all the spirals and stuff. It's gonna be hot. So yeah, I'd probably let it rest. You can also flip it onto a plate and kind of flip it back over. But you can see the texture, it's gonna be so crispy. Oh, I'm excited. Put into a little bit. And then when we cut into it, you can see all these different layers. And everything has like even distribution of the egg and the butter and the feta cheese and the yogurt. I mean, I think it's perfect. And yes, Reagan, the next Sunday class will be the stuffed peppers, and we're going to do vegetarian and a meat version. Na zdravie, Sylvia. And again, I think I like to have the yogurt on the side. And I think because this is so rich and decadent, the yogurt just really kind of mellows the flavor out and makes it a little more refreshing. Oh yeah, and the caviar. Whoever got some caviar, I think, however long you want. I don't know how well you're gonna taste all the different flavors if it's like piping hot, but I mean, have at it, Maria. That's great. And that's another thing. We'll have caviar available through Secret Burger for purchase. If you guys need anything from here, from the store. So next week, we're starting again Wednesday. Yeah, dates too. Yeah, I didn't think the dates, but if people want to see the dates, maybe I'll do another poll and everyone can vote and see what the next one is after that. Oh, I already know what the next one's going to be after that. You guys are in for a treat. All right, do we have any more questions? Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed. This is another great one if you wanted to put smoked salmon on it, put different veggies, or I mean, however you see, you can taste it and you know how you compare it with different things. And hopefully this was a good lesson. Kebabche, we can do kebabche. So the caviar, you open it with a little, if you have a knife, it's a pop tin, so. Great. Has anybody dug into the Baniza? I mean, it's still really hot. Hi, Cooper and Liz, thank you. Yeah, spinach, you can do the spinach as well. Let me see if I can show you how to open the caviar because, I mean, it's just a little pop tin, so you just need to, like a knife or a spoon just to loosen the edge. Okay, well, thank you guys for sticking around. We'll see you next weekend, I hope, and we'll add another dish to the recipe book. And yeah, after it comes out, please take some pictures, tag us on Facebook, on Instagram, Forte Tapas, if you want to tag me as well. I love seeing all your picture. I love collecting all these different images of how you guys create these dishes. So I appreciate it. All right, see you guys next week.